My name is Sarah and I'm the Assistant Manager in Optical Express Dublin. The contact with patients, I see them when they come in with their glasses, and then how happy they are when they're leaving for their aftercare, their 24-hour post-op. And the fact that you don't really know what you're going to be doing exactly every day. It's different every day here. I love when I see them coming in for the 24-hour post-op after seeing them the day before. They could have been crying even, they're so nervous. I've had to sit with patients and hold their hand before they went in because they were that nervous, and then they come in the next day for the 24-hour post-op and they're just so happy. The first thing they say is they're so happy, I didn't have to look for my glasses this morning. So, yeah, I love that. Usually be the first person they'd see when they come in, or speak to on the phone, because I'll be answering the phone as well. So I'd be the first point of contact for patients. So make sure they get a warm welcome and a smiling face, and get them checked in and settled, let them know what's going to happen next. Because I'll be here as well on surgery days, and then for their aftercare I'll be here doing their scans as well. Probably because, as I said before, no 2 days are ever exactly the same. Your role is very varied, you won't get bored. I'm here nearly 2 years and I'm still learning new things every day. So I love that. It's never the same. For somebody who's thinking to come to work for Optical Express, I would definitely say go for it. There is loads of opportunity to move from the job you're in. There's loads of different areas. It is every role here is exciting and different. So I'd say go for it. I think I'll be a very good example of work-life balance with Optical Express. I have 4 kids, and sometimes, especially it was over the summer, I was kind of panicking, saying I didn't want my mum to be looking after them every day or leaving them every day, but I was able to take an extra day out of my allowance, my holiday allowance. I was able to take every Friday off while the kids were off school, so I have had a lot of support. I've changed. When I started here I was on 3 full days, and now I do 5 short days. They're really, they've been very good to me. Always very approachable. If you have any problems or need to take time off, I've never been told no. 2 stood out really well for me. One was an elderly gentleman who had cataracts, and he had a treatment, and he came in and he said he was so happy. He was able to go to the beach and he was able to see the boats like he could when he was a child, and he was just thrilled with himself. It was so nice. And then more recently we've had a younger gentleman that had cataracts, but his vision was very impaired, and he has decided now that he's going to change his job and he's going to become an engineer, which he said he could never do before because he couldn't see properly. So it was really nice to hear that. It was lovely. You know it's going to make a difference to them, but when they actually realise what difference that it makes and how well they can see, how happy they are, I love that. That's the best bit. I love when the 24-hour post-ops, and I'm always like, well, how did you get on? And they'd be so happy. It's great. Yeah, I love that part. The waiting list for cataracts here in Ireland is, I think, 2.5 to 5 years. So yeah, depending on what part of the country you live in. So if anybody was hesitant, I would say you're better off getting it done sooner rather than later. The longer that you leave it, the more complications that you can have. As far as I know, normally they'll only remove the cataract, whereas if you get your treatment done here with Optical Express, we also correct your vision, premium lenses, so you'll get better close-up vision and your distance vision be corrected, as well as removing the cataracts.